Okay, so we got another review of another wakizashi. Now this one's actually really special to me. And this one was done by Swords of No Shire. And that's the Kashira. And then it's got real leather wrapped Ito, which is really tight. The Fuchi, I love the Fuchi too. It's a dragon. Design goes all the way around. The Suba is kind of hard to see. It's because it's so dark, but it's actually a dragon. Seigo's nice and thick. There's always presentation knot. And the reason why this one's so special to me is because this is the first wakizashi I ever owned. And my wife actually had it made for me. So I don't cut much with this. And then she had in kanji my name, our last name put in it, in the blade. It's not a real hamon, which is fine. Shinogi Zakuri style, but she had this blade made for me. Like I said, it's my first wakizashi, so this is like my baby. It's a 1060 blade, feels good in the hands. I like the leather because it really seemed to have a better grip with it. It's just not a lot of places use real leather, and I'd rather have the real leather than the imitation. The imitation seems to wear out too fast, I think. But everything on it is like super tight. But she picked basically the whole fittings out for this herself. And then the saya, it's just a dark red. I got really upset because I nicked right there my saya. This normally sits on the sword rack. I've cut pull nails with it, that's about it. Like I said, it's kind of a special one for me, so I don't cut mats and stuff with it. Like I said, it's just a 1060 blade. So yeah, it will cut mats, but it won't cut bamboo. It's not designed for that. But it's got nice balance to it. Swords of No Shire did an awesome job on the balancing of this thing. Let me see if I can't find the balance here. Let's see. Somewhere right in here. It's kind of tricky to find it. There's the balance though. Right there. So it's less than 4 inches. So it's super close to that Suba, which makes it a lot better handling. But like I said, it feels good in the hands. In this one, I know I said the Kashira stays on better when you wrap around, but I think this one actually sits farther down on the wood. Because it wiggles a little bit, but not a lot. So, but I like how it's shaped. And the knots are super tight on this. So Swords of No Shire did a really good job. A lot of people go, oh, it's just Hanbon Forge. Yeah, well, I think Hanbon Forge offers drop shipping. And that's probably what Swords of No Shire is. That's why if you look at Swords of No Shire and Hanbon, they have the similar type stuff, but a lot of other places do too. So that's why Swords of No Shire is a little bit more expensive. In Hanbon, they're just their own company, can be a little bit cheaper. Well, I shouldn't say cheaper, a little bit less expensive. Because the person doing the dropship also has to make money. So, but they still have, Swords of No Shire offer different fittings than Hanbon. So you could kind of say they're their own entity too. So that's here nor there. And it's got the dragons, Minukis, and the Makugis. They did a really nice job of placements of them. So you could actually pop them out. This one's a little bit covered up right there. That one not so much. So they almost got it like perfect for the whole placements. And I'm pretty sure if you contacted either Swords of Northshire or Hanba and asked them to make sure that the holes are actually, the Makugis aren't underneath the Ito, they probably do it. They're pretty good about that. And the Samigawa, I don't know if you can kind of see it. It's got some pretty nice nodules on it. It really does. They look really, really nice. They're not totally like on some, they're just barely on there. I mean, like those you can tell a lot smaller on that side, but this side, they're actually not bad. I mean, they're not like emperor nodes, what they call emperor nodes, really, really huge, but I mean, you could see that right there. Really easily compared to that side, which you can tell are a little bit smaller. So that's pretty darn good. But yeah, this has such a good feel to it. Like I said, I haven't cut water balls because I don't want to scratch up the blade. But pool nose, yeah, and it's got a nice little edge to it. I don't put like a laser sharp edge on my blades because I normally I do harder targets, that's why, and just diminish the blade quicker, the edge, I should say. But you hear that little lock? That's one thing I will say about Swords of Northshire. They make the size a really tight fit. I mean, it pops out really, really nice, but listen to that. I mean, it just locks into that thing. That's pretty damn good. And it just pops out easily. So they make good tensions on their size to fit. Oh, well, I should say on their custom swords, we have gotten another sword basically off the shelf pre-made, and the size is not as tight as this one. So the custom ones, they make the size to fit just like that, because we have 3 other swords from them we've had made, and they fit just as tight, if not tighter. And I'll be doing a review of those because I did have them. I love this design that my wife picked out so much that I had them do an uchi katana to go with it. So we'll be doing a review on that. And I had everything matched up to it. So that's my review of my first wakizashi from Swords of Northshire. And we will see you guys later.